and welcome. It's my birthday, and today I'm going to make today's insight all about surprises. Okay? The trauma of surprises. You're like, but aren't surprises good? Not all of them. Believe me. So today I had a couple of surprises. I had my sister who had come back from Armenia not too long ago. She brought me presents from people from Armenia and from herself. They're all pretty. Look at this one. It's so pretty. I love it. It's such a cool necklace. That was one. Okay, I got happy surprises by all the happy birthday on social media and so on and so forth. And my sister had to go to work today, so she dropped me off at a specific point so that I can walk home. It's in the same direction. I know the place. I've been here for 3 years and I can go there no problem, right? So it's my birthday. I'm happily walking along. It's a sunny day out. It's a beautiful day out, really, to be honest. It's a beautiful day out. And I was like, yay, I'm going to walk in the sunshine. It's amazing. And then as I'm walking, okay, my attention was caught by this car that was parked at the light. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden from the car I heard pu. Alright? Which in French could be the beginning of a word or a entire word. So if it's the entire word, it means it smells, like smell. Or if there was ça pue, which means it smells, right? Or ça pue, or if it's just pu, it's just either it's enough or whatever. So, and I don't know what the conversation in the car was, but if it wasn't the conversation in the car, or if it wasn't him on his phone, and if it was just him conversing about, like, saying something he had just noticed, and if it was that he noticed me and that I was walking, it might have been whore, right? Pu as in the beginning of put, which is whore in English. But I mean, that's perfectly fine. I don't know what's happening in the car. I don't know the situation in the car. I don't know what he saw. I don't know what he thought and whatnot. So I don't know the situation. I know nothing. All I know is I heard pu. And so my mind goes racing into all these different directions. I'm like, Talar, calm down. It's your birthday. You're not going to ruin your day just because you heard a syllable in a possible word or in a possible sentence. Calm the flip down. I was like, okay, let's logically think about this. Please, let's not lose our minds over the fact that you heard pu, you don't know. And so I started the list of possibilities. Okay, he might have said it smells, or he might have said whore, or he might have said plus, as in no more, which is like an acronym. Not an acronym. The whole word is plus, like no more. It's a saying, right? J'en veux plus. So instead of saying j'en veux plus, in French Canadian, they just say plus. They shorten a lot of stuff. So, I mean, it could have been a multitude of things. I can't jump to conclusions. If he jumped to conclusions, I need to take the high road and say, okay, what are all the possibilities? And then be like, okay. And then if he actually did call me a whore, which right, I'm laughing because now that I think about it, it might not actually be the case. But if it were the case, I'm just continuing on this exercise, okay, with you guys. If it were the case, I don't know what happened in his day. I don't know what he saw. I don't know what he thought. I don't know anything, because don't forget, there's a lot of subjective stuff in the world, okay? Every word you use needs to be subjectively understood, because whatever you say means something different to you than what another person says. And so it's fine. I don't know what happened in his day. I don't know what foot he went off, came off of the bed, whatever. I have no idea, and it is perfectly fine. So I hope this person's day went well. I hope it's turning out better than it started, if he actually did call me a whore. And then I'm like, okay, so I don't know the situation. Now let's say he did call me a whore, but why would that be? Is there something that I've done that might have awakened this thought process in his mind. I'm like, okay, so I am wearing heels with I am wearing boots with a heel. That's fine. That might have been one thing that he based his decision on. Or it might just be that my jacket's a little longer, I don't know, and that my jeans are tight-ish. I mean, not that tight, but they're inside my boot. That might have been a thought process. Don't forget, when we see things, we judge them in like a matter of seconds, right? We all do this, so we can't like jump to conclusions. And I don't know what happened in his day. I don't know who yelled at him. I don't know what happened. Okay, so I cannot judge. Now I'm describing this entire exercise so that you can be more of someone who thinks about situations and thinks about possibilities, so that you don't come out of it like expecting the worst out of people, right? Because we're all human beings, and we all do bad things, but not all of us are thinking the same way. So you gotta be able to see all the possibilities, which is one of the things that I picked up on as a tarot reader, right? The name of my channel on YouTube is called Titanium Talar's Tarot for a reason. I might change it in the future, but right now that's what it is. So instead of thinking of one single possibility, think of all of them and be kind to others. You never know, they need some help too. If you think that you are allowed to have some help from time to time because you know your circumstance, well, you have to do the same thing to others, because then it's not fair. And as you notice, I say this is Libra season and I'm a Libra, right? So I try to make things fair and square and make it understandable. So if I do it to others, I need to do it to myself as well. Or if I do it to myself, I need to do it for others as well, because or else it wouldn't be fair. But that's just my mentality. Moral of the story, right? As you noticed, I did like this whole mental exercise just to be able to bring myself back to, okay, so it might have been a multitude of things. I might have heard him wrong. I might have been there at the wrong time, and which I would be the best example of because I was hit by a car, right? It might have, I don't think they wanted to intentionally hit me, which I corroborated with people who were actually at the scene, who saw them and whatnot. So I mean, there's a multitude of things, so when things like this happen, instead of just jumping to conclusions, just try to make a sense of it and try to tap into a possibility that you are more in tune with, because that goes along with your thought process more than anyone else's, because like at least that way you'll keep yourself sane, right? I mean, like I said, I don't know what went on in his day. I don't know what happened. I don't want to know. And to be quite honest with you, I don't care. It's his reality, and his reality has no impact on my reality. So just remember that whatever happens in their life is their business, and whatever happens in my life is my business, and how I deal with it is my business as well. So just keep this in mind. So what I want you guys to think about after this little explanation is, do you have a habit of mentally analyzing the situation that just happened in front of you, or are you the type that jumps to conclusions? Ponder that.